We are in the San Fernando Valley. Who are we talking to?
Hi, my name is Elana Ebunnz, or for short, people call me E Bunnz.
You came in from Florida for like a week?
Yeah, I'm from South Florida. Well, that's where I live now, and I'm in LA for about 10 days.
Thank you for taking time to do this today.
You're welcome. I'm happy to be here.
Where are you from originally?
Originally, I'm from Ohio.
Born and raised?
Yep.
Go to public school, private school?
Public schools.
In grade school, did you have a favorite subject?
Math.
I know you were really young at that point. Do you have any idea what you want to do with the rest of your life?
Actually, I've always wanted to be a model. In 6th grade, we even wrote down what our dream career was, and we put it in this time capsule, buried it in our schoolyard, and mine said model on it.
Was that for the attention, or did you see the money, or did you
I just always liked being in front of a camera and just having attention on me ever since I was young.
Did you go to high school?
Yeah.
In high school, were you a loner, a geek, a nerd, popular?
I was popular. I did all the extracurricular activities, cheerleader, captain, spirit squad, prom committee, homecoming court, all of the above.
Popular with the boys?
Yep, popular with the boys. The jocks loved me.
Did that get you in trouble with the other girls?
I guess the girls that weren't on my team or on my side of the school.
Did you ever get bullied in school?
No, I didn't.
In high school, did you send any of your boyfriends sexy pictures?
Yes, I did.
Did they swear to you they wouldn't share them with anybody, but they did anyway?
Actually in high school, I had a steady boyfriend, my little high school sweetheart, and we dated all 4 years. So I never really had that issue as far as who I was sending pictures to. It was always just him. So I'm sure he showed his buddies, but they never got sent around the school.
Did your favorite subject change?
I've always liked math because I was really good at it, but I definitely enjoyed art as well. I've always been super creative, and so I feel like the older I got, I liked art, artsy things more than when I was younger.
And had you did any type of modeling at that point? Done any modeling? I'm sorry.
Yeah, a little bit. My cousin was a photographer when I was young, so ever since I was 5, 6 years old, I would just be in the front of her camera and do different themed photos and stuff. So I did modeling since a very young age, and then my first I guess real photo shoot was when I was 18.
Was that a glamour shoot? Was it a figure?
It was, I did a audition online for Playboy. I got accepted for an in-person audition. I could not make the audition and I was super sad. So I just started shooting on my own outside of that with local photographers, and it was just a local photographer, who had really good work, and that was my first pro shoot, you could say. It wasn't for a major magazine or anything like that. It was very low grade, but yeah, it got me into all of this.
Did you go to your prom?
Yeah, I went to prom 3 years in a row. So my boyfriend was a year ahead of me. So I got to go for his year and my year and the next year.
You finished high school. Do you go to college? Do you get a job?
Yeah, so I attended Ohio University for college. I went there for 4 years. I did not finish. I went to college and became a party girl for sure. So,
how do you make the transition into this wonderful world?
From college? Or what do you mean?
I mean, do you start dancing while you're in college? Do you go online?
So in college, I just tried to start taking my modeling more serious, and upon doing that, I began doing more lingerie and bikini photo shoots. I loved that. I loved just feeling sexy in front of the camera, and I knew I just wanted to do it more and more and more. And so that's what I did. Just kept shooting. kind of made my biggest publication in 2020. That was for Playboy. And after that is when everything kind of took off and it just started getting bigger and bigger. And then about 2 months ago is when I stepped foot into the adult industry.
Was that a conscious decision to wait, or did you just feel more comfortable at that point?
Yeah, no, I have a whole blueprint in my head. I have a plan. So it was a conscious decision to wait. I kind of built my name and my fans and following through my modeling career first, and had everyone, you know, anticipating the nudes and like begging for the porn style content for a while. And then once I finally came out into the industry, my fans were like already had been waiting for it for so long that they just went crazy.
Prior to getting into business, had you ever watched adult material?
Oh yeah. I've always been, I guess you could say, more of a sexual person. So I definitely have my fair share of watching adult content.
When you saw adult material, did the thought ever cross your mind that I could do that?
Yeah. I've had guys in my personal life, like just when I'm naturally having sex, tell me that I should be a porn star. They're like, this looks crazy, you should do porn. And then when I would watch porn, some girls I would watch, I'm like, man, I could definitely do that. Like, I could do this. So
when you go to shoot your first actual adult movie, I guess, when does it really hit you that I'm getting ready to shoot a porn film?
I mean, I had done a few like porn scenes on my own for my OnlyFans first, and that kind of got me comfortable with it, I guess you could say. Just having the camera there and knowing that what I was recording was going to be broadcasted. So that made it a little easier, but once I was in front of like the big production company, it was definitely a lot different, a little nervous, all the lights and cameras and people, but when you walk in and see all of that, I think is when it hits you like, oh wow, I'm really at a like real porn shoot now. But it was great, and I'm really glad that I did it, and I love where it's going now.
And if your first scene was a boy-girl?
Yeah, my first scene was a boy-girl interracial scene.
What was it like for you? I don't know the male actor's name. We'll call him Johnny. What was it like the first time you meet Johnny and he says, I'll be working with you today?
Well, it was actually funny. Me and the male talent had exchanged some messages on Twitter before the shoot. And then when they assigned the male talent, I was like, oh, I've spoken to him before, but I had never met him in person. But once we met in person, yeah, I was just like, hey, I'm about to fuck this guy. But I mean, he was cute. I was definitely interested. So it was good.
For you, the first shoot, is the sex the hardest part? Was there dialogue? Were you nervous? Was there...
Not really. I think the initial, like, starting it or getting into it is the most awkward part. But once you're just going for it, I kind of able to just completely detach my mind from what's going on around me and just like tune into the actual intercourse and tune into the male talent and just focus on him, focus on the camera, and focus on making sure it feels good. If I feel good and I'm getting actual pleasure, then it's going to be the most authentic for my fans, and that's what seems to work.
You do your first scene, it goes well. Do you decide to continue shooting right away, or do you maybe take some time off and think whether you want to do any more?
Oh, I continued shooting right away. Yeah, I did the first shoot, and within a few days later, I was doing another one.
And up to this point, how many films have you done?
Up to this point, I've done about, let me think here. Probably about 6 or 7 boy-girl scenes, and then a large variety of smaller like fetish content, hand job, blow job, just smaller scenes like that. I have quite a handful of, but I would say currently only have about less than 10 boy-girl scenes. I'm pretty new into all of it.
You're in Los Angeles, so you're just shooting for companies now, or you...
Yes, I'm booked with all production companies almost every day that I'm here. I did reserve 2 days to myself to do some content collabs for my own personal OnlyFans page because I like to keep those fans happy as well. But yeah, I'm shooting for quite a few production companies while I'm out here.
Just doing boy girl? You're doing anal? You doing anything?
Just boy girl right now and some girl girl, and I'm doing a foursome scene.
Is that a business decision to wait with the A and all that?
Yes, definitely. Kind of like how I kept my fans waiting for the porn for a little while from the modeling. Now it's like, okay, I'm in porn, but you guys are gonna wait for the anal and gangbangs, and you know, you gotta like take it gradual. I can't give it to you guys all at once.
You mentioned your OnlyFans a couple of times. Tell us about that.
I've had my OnlyFans for about a year now. I started boy girl content on there back in March. It started doing really well. I currently run my OnlyFans myself, so it's actually me interacting with my fans, conversating with them. I do free sexting on my OnlyFans, custom request. I release a XXX video every Friday. So yeah, it's a good time on there.
How did you decide to start the OnlyFans in the first place?
OnlyFans became huge right around the COVID stuff, and I was already doing like nude modeling, bikini lingerie at that time. And so it just felt like a good decision. I was like, you know, my fans, it's hard to keep up with DMing people on social media sites for free. Like, I want to interact with my fans, but it's just not humanly possible to devote that much free time to them. So with OnlyFans, it's like I can conversate with them, but I'm working, like I'm making money off of it. So it makes me want to be there more for them. So it was kind of hand in hand, like, oh, I want to make my fans happy, and I also want to do this full time, so I needed some money coming in from it, and OnlyFans checked all those boxes.
When you shoot content for OnlyFans, is this stuff you want to shoot or stuff you think will sell?
My OnlyFans is stuff I want to shoot. I keep my OnlyFans very authentic and real. All of the content on there are people that I would, if I saw walking down the street, I'd be like, yeah, I'd fuck that guy or that girl. So I keep it very authentic. What you see on my OnlyFans is 100% real. Even if I have a camera guy or someone recording it for me, that's just to get the good angles and good lighting for you guys, but the actual sex is very authentic.
For branding purposes, do you think people come to your platforms, OnlyFans, social media, well in this case, OnlyFans, to watch you get boned or for personality?
I think it's a combination of both, to be honest. Especially now that I'm in the adult film world, obviously you can find my videos online outside of OnlyFans for the companies I've shot with. So fans only looking to see me get boned, that's where they're gonna go. Fans that want to interact with me and see me get boned, they're gonna come to my OnlyFans.
And do you do custom work?
I do custom work. I love doing custom work. Interacting with my fans and making my fans happy is like top on my priority list. So I try to get customs done as soon as possible when I get them.
Craziest request you got for a custom?
Oh God. I don't even know. I get some pretty crazy requests on there. One example, a guy wants me to record all of my farts. That's pretty funny, crazy one, I guess.
Has there been you've been asked to do something that was too far out there for you?
Yeah, a lot of my fan base on my OnlyFans are like cucks that like to see me with BBC because that's what I like to have sexual relations with in my personal life. So like I said, it's authentic on my OnlyFans. That's mostly what I post, which has drawn in that fan base of guys who like to see me with BBC. So I have some of those guys can get a little crazy with their requests. I've got a lot of requests for race play, but that's one thing I'm not willing to cross the line for. I'm not willing to do that. There's no amount of money that someone could pay me to degrade, another human.
And do you do anything maybe on your OnlyFans that you won't do for companies, so if people want to see it, they only got to go to you?
Currently, my only like foursome scenes are on my OnlyFans, or collabs. I haven't done any multiple people scenes with any pro companies yet. So for now, if that's what you want to see, that's only available on my OnlyFans.
So at this point for you, is this a career or a job?
This is a career, absolutely. I have been doing the modeling thing for 5 years now. The adult film is fairly new, like I said, only about 2 months in, but as far as out as a whole, this is my career. This is what I will be doing for a long time. I have no intentions to change jobs or find something different. I truly love what I do.
And do you have goals set for yourself in the business? You want to win this award? You want to discover?
I do have goals. I'm going to be releasing my website soon. I'm coming out with my own production company. Eventually I want to have a magazine. And I want others to start shooting for my production company. Like, it won't just be my content on there. I'll be shooting other people as well. And that's like the overall goal for that, and to just take it as far as I can. I want my personal brand to be huge. I want it to be like the next Playboy is the next ebunz.com.
And with your brand, or even your fans now, do they prefer more the raw stuff or the glam?
They like the raw stuff. They like the real, authentic, raw sex. They know it's real. You know, like that's just what they like.
For you, do you have a preference between shooting the two?
I like the real stuff too. For me, it's just when you're shooting things that you would already shoot in your personal life anyways, it doesn't feel like work. It feels like it's pleasure. It's pure pleasure, but you're getting paid for it.
One second. Where's David?
He's in the bathroom.
I'm in the hallway.
Oh.